It's never felt so good to be bad. Am I liking Brand, bro? I'm not supposed to like the evil characters, but I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of lit. Literally, it's lit. What's up, my family, my people, my cousins? It is I, Divine, aka Ashe Man, here to save the day, okay? We're back with another video. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be jumping into one of my favorites, actually. One that I was newly introduced to a while back on the channel, and I'm so glad to be bringing it back now. We're going to be reacting to League of Legends. Now, today's video, we're going to be reacting to every League of Legends characters and their abilities. If you like videos like this, go ahead and leave a like. We like to see it over here at the channel, and it really helps us out. It only takes like 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and you know, like I said, it really helps the channel out. Guys, go ahead and subscribe if you aren't subscribing, if you're a part of the Ashe Man family, the Ashe Man crew. You already know what to do. I'm not even telling you. Guys, we're on the road to 2,500, and I already know that the family is going to get me there. I'm not even tripping. I'm not worried about it. So go ahead and join the family and, you know, get on that train and get us to that destination. Guys, if you haven't had your notification bell on already, go ahead and hit your notification bell so you're notified anytime I make any new videos, and there will be a lot, so I don't want you to miss out. Now, as you can probably tell, guys, I am not feeling the best. I've been sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been sick, and I've been having like a bunch of tooth problems, so I've been away a little bit. I'm so sorry, but I'm feeling better, and I'm trying to come back to you guys in the best form that I can come back to you guys, okay? You can't keep a good man down, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and hop into this video now. I don't know, like, I had tried out, like you guys mentioned just now, I had tried out League of Legends, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know if this is my cup of tea, man. I don't know if this is my, you know, piece of the pie. I don't know if I'm into this, right? I wasn't into that, you know, that type of genre of gaming, or at least that's what I thought. I played, I think I played through the tutorial. I was gonna show you guys, but I was just like, nah, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And I was like, I felt kind of funny, like, going through the tutorial. I played an actual game. I didn't really get it. Disclaimer, I still don't really get it, but I'm doing better. Let's just know that. And I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't think this is gonna be on the channel. But like, one day I was just like, going over some old videos, and I was like, oh, League of Legends. I did play the videos, I did play the game. Maybe I should give that a second try. I gave it a second try, and even though I still didn't get it, and I still like wasn't winning, I kind of like started to get real strategic with it and started to like it more. And like, I've been playing it for the last couple of days, probably not even a week yet, maybe a week at this point, but I'm already to, like, as you can see, like level 20, because I've been playing it like non-stop, like a crazy person. So like, I'm really into it now. But as you guys know, I'm a variety gamer, so like I'm probably not going to be sitting here trying to study play by play. I'm going to listen to you guys' comments, kind of go off of that, and like kind of go off a little research I do here and there. But like I said, my mind, as you guys know from the channel, my mind be everywhere. So if you see me put some League of Legends gameplay on here and it's not some high level stuff, mind your business, okay? So that is coming, but let's go ahead and get into this video. We're going to react to everyone starting from A to Z, and we're gonna make this 2 parts because, like I said, I am feeling kind of under the weather, and I don't know how many characters they have, but I feel like they got a decent amount of characters, so we just gonna half it to probably like around, till I feel like this is a lot of people. So all right, you guys, without further ado, without further delay, without further talking, let's hop into our first legend, and we have Aatrox, the Darkened Blade. If I mispronounce the name, mind your business, I'm sorry, okay? So we have Aatrox, the Darkened Blade. Now let's go over the overview. Once honored defenders of the Shirima against the Void, Aatrox and his brethren would eventually become an even greater threat to Runeterra, and were defeated only by cunning mortal sorcery. But after centuries of imprisonment, Aatrox was the first to find freedom once more, corrupting and transforming those foolish enough to try and wield the magical weapon that contained his essence. Now, with stolen flesh, he walks Runeterra in a brutal approximation of his previous form, seeking an apocalyptic and long overdue vengeance. Aatrox. Wow, I'm not even gonna lie, he don't sound like somebody you really want to tussle with. You know, if I saw him, you know, in a dark alley at night, I would be like, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back this way. So that's Aatrox, and apparently he's difficult to play with. And let's take a quick look at his abilities, okay? So his first ability is Dark and Blade. Aatrox slams his greatsword down, dealing physical damage. He can swing 3 times, each with a different area of effects. Wow, okay, let's see that one more time, that animation. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, so he has 3 different areas of effect. That's actually kind of nice. Okay, his second ability is Infernal Flame Chains. Aatrox smashes the ground, dealing damage to the first enemy hit. Champions and large monsters have to leave the impact area quickly, or they will be dragged into the center and take the damage again. Oh, let's see that one more time. Oh, got you. Okay, so he said he ain't letting you go. You ain't going nowhere. Okay, he likes to keep them very much so controlled. So he probably have some good CC. And then he has Umbral Dash. Passively, Aatrox heals when damaging enemy champions on activation. He dashes in a direction. Oh, let me look at his passive real quick. Deathbringer Stance. Periodically, Aatrox's next basic attack deals bonus physical damage and heals him based on the target's max health. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Okay. So let's look at his I'm gonna guess this is like the ultimate. So Aatrox unleashes his Aatrox unleashes his demonic form, fearing nearby enemies' minions and gaining attack damage, increased healing, and move speed. If he gets a takedown, this effect is extended. Wow. So he actually, wow. I wonder if he's like, you know, the meta of this game, because that actually sounds like a lot of benefits, especially with the self-healing. He has a lot of crowd control, it seemed like. So yeah, okay. And he makes the enemies run away so that you can, like, they can't damage you. Like, you're focusing on killing the apples. So, wow, okay. Actually, he sounds like a, see, my thing is, the only thing when it comes to me, and then guys, I have 3 main characters that I've been playing with right now. I want you guys to leave a comment below to let me know who you think those 3 main characters is. Now, I'm gonna give you a hint. I haven't, like I said, I've only been playing for like a week now. So it is, I think the 2, they are magic characters, mage characters. Personally, my style of play, I don't like getting up close and personal. I like my distance, like back up off of me, okay? So I like to play characters that are like ranged attackers. Like, I'm trying to get into like the up close and personal fighters on here, but it's still, like I said, it's only being work. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So guys, leave a comment down below. You got 3 guesses. I got 3 characters that I'm rotating between. You know, any one of those, I'm curious to see who you guys think it is. And then leave a comment below. Let me know who your favorite character is to play with on here, or who you like from the lineup. All right, so that was Aatrox, the Darkened Blade. Let's go to the next character. All right, you guys. So now we have, I'm going to assume that it's pronounced Ahri. Ahri or Ahri, the 9-tailed fox. All right, let's read a little bit about her. Innately connected to the talent, to the latent power of Runeterra, Ahri is a Vastaya who can reshape magic into orbs of raw energy. She revels in toying with her prey by manipulating their emotions before devouring their life. Whoa, devouring their life essence? Okay. Despite her predatory nature, Ahri retains a sense of empathy as she receives flashes of memory from each soul she consumes. I don't think that she I don't think that she has I mean, if she's out here devouring souls, manipulating emotions, reveling in that predatory nature, I don't think the empathy part is like maybe on the button there, but okay. So that's Ahri, the 9-tailed fox. I did not expect her to be all of this, going off of her initial look. So wow, that's crazy. Let's look at her abilities. I like the look so far. Orb of Deception. Ahri sends out and pulls back her orb, dealing magic damage on the way out and true damage on the way back. Oh, what's true damage? So I know there's different damage types, which is like most games do, which is physical damage, magic damage, and I guess true damage is the third. Is that only three damage types? So yeah, okay. Seems pretty basic. So let's look at her passive real quick. Essence Theft. After killing 9 minions or monsters, Ahri heals after taking down an enemy champion. Ahri heals for a greater amount. That's a decent passive. Alright, now she has Foxfire. Ahri gains a brief burst of move speed and releases 3 Foxfires that lock on to and attack nearby enemies. So let me see that animation. So my question, when she casts it, does it just floats around her until an enemy gets into the vicinity and then it locks on and go? Or does it automatically, as soon as you cast it, it goes and seeks the enemy? That's my only question with it. But I like that. I like that animation. I really do. I like the whole 9-tailed fox look. And I like the animation with the tails, like all of them like pushing out the ball, and then how it like, hold on, how it swivels there. I like that. All right. Let's look at, okay, Charm. Ahri blows a kiss that damages and charms an enemy it encounters, instantly stopping movement abilities and causing them to walk harmlessly towards her. Now that's a game changer, I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially like if you damage them to a certain point and then send that out, hit them, get them coming towards you, you finish them off. Or even if like one of your teammates got their ultimate ready, you go ahead, charm them, pop it, good, one and done. Let's look at that animation one more time. I like that, and I like their animations, I do. Okay, so her ultimate is Spirit Rush. Ahri dashes forward and fires Essence Ball, damaging nearby enemies. Spirit Rush can be cast up to 3 times before going on cooldown, and gains additional recast when taking down the enemy champions. So like best scenario would to be like two or more enemies low health, like to kind of keep that uptime going. I don't know, I would hope that the cooldown is like, you know, lowered. Like it wouldn't be, because I know the characters I use, sometimes their cooldowns is a decent amount of time. I would hope with this type, because it doesn't seem like it's like big damage. It's more, to me, it's more like a movement, get in, get out, like it's like finishing off enemies. So I think like you would pop that when you're like teamed up with someone and they're, you know, their health is getting down there, and you just come in, dash around them, bop bop bop, get them out, keep that uptime going, and move on to the next one. So all right, actually doesn't seem too bad. What I can see myself playing around with it a little bit. I don't know how I would feel about it. Okay, that was Ahri, the 9-tailed fox. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, you guys, so the next league, oh my god, the next legend we have is Akali, the rogue, I feel like it's either Akali or Caitlyn, the rogue assassin. So, abandoning the Kinko order and her title of the Fist of Shadow. Wow. Akali now strikes alone, ready to be the deadly weapon her people need, though she holds on to all she learned from her master Shin. She has pledged to defend Ionia from its enemies, and oh no, one kill at a time. Akali may strike oh my god, I'm like her name though. It's like I hate because I'm thinking of two different pronunciations. Akali may strike in silence, but her message will be heard loud and clear. Fear the assassin with no master. I feel like I saw her on one of the videos we watched. If you haven't seen that reaction, go ahead, check out my channel and check out the reaction. But I could have sworn she was like, wow, so she left the master? I know she was kind of, I don't want to say stubborn, but she was kind of doing stuff her own way when they were like in the video. So maybe like, yeah, she's like, hey, I need to step up for my people. Like somebody, they need a hero and I need to be that silent but deadly, well, not even silent, that loud and deadly killer that's gonna, you know, handle business. So wow, okay, let's look at her abilities. Let's start off with her passive first. So her passive is Assassin's Mark. Dealing spell damage to a champion creates a ring of energy around them. Exiting the ring empowers Akali's next attack with bonus range and damage. Alright, so for her Q, she has 5-point strike. Akali throws out 5 kunai, dealing damage based on her bonus attack damage and ability power and slowing. So let's look at it. I like it. Fast. Oh, she has a sickle? Is that a sickle? Oh, she has a sickle and kunai. I like it. I like how everybody's beating this legend up. Okay, like I just noticed that like every like person that I'm looking at that's doing their little, you know, thing, I see that they have, you know, her in there. Like, do y'all not like her? Is she like, y'all really need to beat her up? Okay, let's look at their W. So Twilight Shroud. Akali drops a cover of smoke and briefly gains move speed while inside the shroud. Akali becomes invisible and unable to be selected by enemy spells and attacks. Attacking or using ability will briefly reveal her. Okay, I actually like that. Whoa, that seems like that actually could be OP though. Wow, I wonder, does it work on like teammates as well? That's low-key clutch. Wow, you don't know where they'll hit from. That's crazy. Okay, so their E is Shuriken Flip. Flip backward and fire a Shuriken forward, dealing magic damage. The first enemy or smoke cloud it hit is marked. Recast to dash to the marked target, dealing additional damage. Wow, okay. I might have to play her, actually. Look at the sickle. Wow, look at the sickle, though. I like it. I like the little kick thing. Oh, wow, okay. So that's Shuriken Flip. Let's look at their R, their ultimate. Perfect execution. Akali leaps in a direction. Ooh, I couldn't even read it to see. Wow, hold on. Akali leaps in a direction, damaging enemies she strikes. Recast. Akali dashes in a direction, executing all enemies she strikes. Oh, okay. Well, what's the difference? Hold on. Let me look at it one more time. Okay. Oh, it's just I'm guessing just the second time it's hits just a little bit more harder. Wow, okay, actually I actually like her animations a lot. This is when I think of like a ninja. So this is like very classic ninja setup here, and I really like it. Like you know, this is what I think about. So wow, okay, so that's Akali, the rogue assassin. All right, let's move on to the next legend. All right, you guys, so for the next legend we have Akshan, the rogue sentinel. Raising an eyebrow in the face of danger, Akshan fights evil with dashing charisma, righteous vengeance, and a conspicuous... Oh, okay. I really thought it said crustacean for a second. A conspicuous lack of shirts. He is... What? He don't be wearing those shirts? Oh, yeah, you gotta cut it out. He is highly skilled in the art of stealth combat, able to evade the eyes of his enemies and reappear when they least expect him. When a keen sense of justice and a legendary death reversing weapon, he rights the wrongs of Runeterra's many scoundrels while living by his own moral code. Don't be an ass. Wow, okay, that's kind of funny. What the heck? All right, I see. Like, why you don't have no shirt on though? Where your shirt speak on? Let's look at his abilities. All right, so let's look at his passive first. So, Dirty Fight. Every 3 hits from Akshan's attacks and abilities deals bonus damage and grants him a shield if the target was a champion. Akshan attacks. When Akshan attacks, he fires an additional attack for reduced damage. If he cancels the additional attack, he instead gains movement speed. Oh, let's look at the animation one more time. Oh, so that's the shield. Are they gonna show the movement speed one? Okay, I get whatever. Let's go on to the Q, the Avengerang. Akshan throws a boomerang that deals damage going out and coming back, extending its range each time it hits an enemy. Oh, so it's best to get a lineup going. That's nice. Okay, and then they do that mark. Shouldn't he got a? Oh no, I think it's just on champions. I don't think it's on monsters too. Okay, his W, going rogue. Oh, wait, what is happening here? Okay, I just got like dazzled by, I got dazzled by like the animation. Let me go ahead and read this really quick. Akshan passively marks enemy champions as scoundrels when they kill his ally champions. If Akshan kills a scoundrel, he resurrects the allies they killed. Wow, that seems a little OP. Gains bonus gold and clears all marks. When activated, Akshan enters camouflage and gains movement speed and mana regen while moving towards scoundrels. Akshan loses the camouflage quickly while he is not in brush or near terrain. Wow, that kind of seems OP. I mean, I guess you would really have to kill them like in a decent time frame for it to be worth it. Like if he kills them and it's like 5 seconds from them already resurrecting towards like the point, it's like but I mean if they resurrect with full health and everything like that, cool, because it does cut the distance. But that I ain't gonna lie, that low-key sound OP. Let's hear the E. Heroic swing. Akshan fires a grappling hook into terrain, then swings around, repeatedly firing at the nearest enemy while swinging. He can jump off early to get knocked off when colliding with champions or terrain. Let's see it. Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like, let me see. Cause they could interrupt that. I wonder how much damage it does. I mean, at least you can kind of get away a little bit faster, so that's a plus. Okay, so their ultimate are so come on. I always think comeuppance is like the funniest word ever. Akshan locks onto an enemy champion and starts storing bullets. When released, he fires all stored bullets, dealing damage based on missing health to the first champion, minion, or structure hit. Okay, comeuppance. Let me see that. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So I think that he would be very like, I feel like you would have to be very skilled to really read like when to like throw those abilities out there. I feel like a lot of his abilities, like, you don't just throw unnecessarily. Like, it's very timing plays a part, situation plays a part. So I feel like you would very have to be on top of your game to play him. I don't know if he would be someone that I would dive into. I just want to be straightforward with my attacks and what they do. I don't want to have to think, oh, I need like them to line up in these 50 chess pieces to make a good checkmate. Like, nah. But I mean, hey, who knows, man? Who knows? So that was Akshan, the Rogue Sentinel. Let's go to the next legend. Alright, you guys. So for this legend, we have Alistar, the Minotaur. Always a mighty warrior of a fearsome reputation. Always a mighty warrior with a fearsome reputation, Alistar seeks revenge for the death of his clans at the hands of the Noxian Empire. Though he was enslaved and forced into the life of a gladiator, his unbreakable will was what kept him from truly becoming a beast. Now free of the chains of his former masters, he fights in the name of the downtrodden and the disadvantaged. His rage as much as a weapon as his horns, hooves, and fists. Wow, okay. I'm kind of rooting for him now. Like, he's basically the underdog. He's been broken, he's been beaten, he's lost his people, And he's like, y'all not about to do that to me. I'm not gonna take this lion down. So he was able to turn his rage into some nice weapons, and he's coming for y'all ass. Alright. So let's look at his abilities. Alright, so let's go to the passive first. So we got Triumphant Roar. Alistar charges Alistar, I don't know if I want to call him Alistar or Alistar. Alistar charges his roar by stunning. Oh yeah, okay. I was like, is that right? Okay. Alistar charges his roar by stunning or displacing enemy champions or when nearby enemies die. When fully charged, he heals himself. All nearby allies. Okay, I think they meant to say he heals himself and all nearby allied champions. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. Depending on how often he can do it. Alright, so let's look at Pulverize. Alistar smashes the ground, dealing damage to nearby enemies and tosses them into the air. Oh, that's nice. Ugh, is that a catfish, bro? What? Is that the catfish that was tricking people in that last video that I reacted to? I think so. But that's Pulverize. We have W, which is Headbutt. Alistar rams. Whoa, damn. I couldn't even read it before I saw him knock the damn fish into another frying pan. Alistar rams a target with his head, dealing damage and knocking the target back. Knocking the target back is an understatement because he literally just flung him off of the screen. Alright, let's look at the E. Trample. Alistar tramples nearby enemy units, ignoring unit collision and gaining stacks if he damages an enemy champion. At full stack, Alistar's next basic attack against an enemy champion deals additional magic damage and stuns them. That's actually nice. Let's look at that one more time. Ooh. How long does that trample go for though? Let's look at his ultimate. Unbreakable Weapon. Alistar lets out a wild roar, removing all crowd control effects on himself and reducing incoming physical and magical damage for the duration. Okay. So I wonder if so does that roar have anything to, nah, I think those are two different things. Okay. Well, I feel like he would be more so on the defensive, so I feel like he is one that you want to pair with to kind of tank out some of that damage. I don't know. I feel like he fights too close though. I feel like he is more so crowd control, displacing enemies and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to play him. I like when playing with any character, any game, like I like a nice aesthetic. I don't think he fits the aesthetic that I like. I don't think Alistar is for me, but he'll be one of y'all favorites. So, you know, I ain't mad at him. So that's Alistar, the Minotaur. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, now we have our next legend. Now, if y'all know me, and if y'all are one of the fam, and if y'all have been watching my reaction, and more specifically, if you watch the League of Legends reaction, y'all know how I feel about Little Mumu. Y'all know how I feel about Little Mumu. So, here we have Amumu, the sad mummy. Legend claims that Amumu is a lonely and melancholy soul from ancient Shurima, roaming the world in search of a friend doomed by an ancient curse to remain alone forever. His touch is death, his affection ruin. Those who claim to have seen him describe a living cadaver, small in stature and wrapped in creeping bandages. Amumu has inspired myths, songs, and folklore told and retold for generations, such that it is impossible to separate truth from fiction. Little Amumu. Makes me sad. Alright, let's look at Amumu's abilities. Let's look at his passive first. So, Amumu has Cursed Touch. Amumu's basic attacks curse his enemies, causing them to take bonus true damage from incoming magic damage. Alright. Let's look at the Q. That's actually like really good. Okay. Q. Bandage Toss. Amumu tosses a sticky bandage at a target, stunning and damaging the target while he pulls himself to them. Wow. See, that would be actually really good if you like pair him with somebody else. while he's coming towards them and they're stunned, somebody come out the cut and just really get into him, causing more damage. While you get there, you're hitting him with your regular attacks, cursing him. He takes more damage, true damage and stuff like that from magic, and you just start going in. So that's actually really good. Let's look at his W. Despair. Overcome by anguish. Nearby. Oh, now how they gonna make him sad even more in real life, Lord? In the game, not in the game. Y'all gonna make him sad in the game too. Overcome by anguish. Nearby enemies lose a percentage of their maximum health each second and have their curses refreshed. Wow, Amumu is out here. Amumu is out here. Let's look at that one more time. Oh, look at, oh man, why y'all do it to Amumu? See, yeah, I feel like he's like more of a support character. Like, he's there to help debuff the enemy and make them take more damage. So I think that he'll be great paired with another legend. His E is Tantrum. Permanently reduces the physical damage Amumu would take. Amumu can unleash his rage, dealing damage to the surrounding enemies. Each time Amumu is hit, the cooldown on Tantrum is reduced by 0.5 seconds. That's actually really good. Oh wow, because you can keep tantruming it up. You know, that's actually, wow, look at Amumu, like really out here. Oh wow, I didn't expect that. Curse of the Sad Mummy. Amumu entangles surrounding enemy units in bandages, applying his curse, damaging and stunning them. Wow, I didn't think Amumu, actually Amumu got a lot of utility if you think about it. He has a lot of utility, especially like I said, paired with another character. I can see this happening. Yeah, I actually can definitely see myself playing Amumu. Like I said, usually I play more of a supportive role in games in general. So I'm totally fine with, you know, as long as the team wins, you know, I'm cool with that. As long as I, you know, get my little licks in on the side, like boom, 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 I got you, partner. I'm cool with that. So I think I can definitely play Amumu, and I actually like his abilities and what they can do, and I actually like the animations a lot. You know, got him over here crying and got him over here going crazy and everything like that. So one thing I really do like about League of Legends is their animations. Their animations is awesome. So all right, that was Amumu the Sad Bubby. All right, that was Amumu the Sad Mummy. Let's move on to the next legend. All right, now we have Anivia. I want to say Anivia. Now we have Anivia, the Cryo Phoenix. Anivia is a benevolent winged spirit who endures endless cycles of life, death, and rebirth to protect the Freljord, a demigod born of unforgiving ice and bitter winds. She wields those elemental powers to thwart any who dare disturb her homeland. Anivia guides and protects the tribes of the harsh north, who revere her as a symbol of hope and a portent and great change. She fights with every ounce of her being, knowing that through her sacrifice, her memory will endure, and she will be reborn into a new tomorrow. I like that little concept and that little anecdote. Alright, Anivia, you out here saving your people. You say I'm for the people. Alright? I die. She is the true definition of ride or die. She said I die for my people. Okay? Alright, let's look at Anivia's abilities. So let's look at her passive first. So she has rebirth. Upon taking fatal damage, Anivia reverts to an egg and is reborn with full health. Yo, that's OP. No, that's OP. You out here really being reborn, bro. What? So I'm guessing it's a cooldown with that passive. Like she's not just. Oh, well he's still hitting that egg. So maybe like that egg takes a certain amount of damage before it like stops that at all or something. Alright, so we got the Q. Flash Blast. Anivia brings her wings together and summons a sphere of ice that flies towards her enemies, chilling and damaging anyone in its path. When the sphere explodes, it does moderate damage in the radius, stunning everyone in the area. Okay, you got some crowd control in there. I like that animation too. I like both of these animations. That's actually that's very unique. That's like, I would have never expected that. That's kind of funny. Look. Alright, so let's look at the double. We got crystallized. Anivia condenses the moisture in the air into an impassable wall of ice to block all movement. The wall only lasts a short duration before it melts. Okay. So that's nice. Like I said, another crowd control mechanism. So it's good for either like you trying to retreat, put up that wall, get some more distance so that you can retreat. Or it's good for, you know, you close to the enemy, you block them in. So, okay. And I like the animation of the wall. Nice. Giving it some jagged edges and stuff like that. Now let's look at the E. Frostbite. With a flap of her wings, Anivia blasts a freezing gust of wind at her target, dealing damage. If the target was recently hit by a flash frost or damaged by a fully formed glacial storm, the damage they take is double. Wow, so it's really good to actually like go in with your Q first, then go in with your E. So, okay. And I like the little, like I said, I like the animation. You can see the little trail offs of the crystals. Alright, so now we got the ultimate, which is Glacial Storm. Anivia summons a driving rain of ice and hail to damage her enemies and slow their advance. I wonder how much damage that does. I like the little animation. And you hear the little snow and stuff like that. Make you feel like you're actually in a storm. Alright, so she actually has a lot of nice crowd controlling abilities. And she has actually some good recovery, like this rebirth and everything like that, and a nice little slow. I can honestly, to be honest, I can see myself actually playing Anivia. This is actually a character that I'm actually going to keep my eye on when I have some extra essence to, you know, peruse around with. Okay. Wow, actually, yeah, Anivia doesn't sound like a bad character. I definitely going to put her on my list of characters to try out. So that's Anivia, the Cryo Phoenix. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, for the next legend we have Annie, the Dark Child. Dangerous yet disarmingly precious. Annie is a child mage with immense pyromantic power. Even in the shadows of the mountains north of Noxus, she is a magical outlier. Her natural affinity for fire manifested early in life through unpredictable emotional outbursts, though she eventually learned to control these playful tricks. Her favorite includes the summoning of her beloved teddy bear, Tibbers, as a fiery protector. Lost in the perpetual innocence of childhood, Annie wanders the dark forest, always looking for someone to play with. I don't think that's the type of playmate you want to have. You know, Annie out here killing folks. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I think her tricks might go a little bit too far. I wonder how her and Chucky would get along. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at her abilities. Let's look at her passive first. So, for her passive, we have Pyromania. After casting 4 spells, Annie's next offensive spell will stun the target. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. I mean, and especially depending on their cooldown. So, let's look at her Q. Great. Annie hurls a mana-infused fireball, doing damage and refunding the mana cost if it destroys the target. Okay. I like that utility. You know, keeping that up. So like spam it on the targets, boom boom, and then if there's like some little minions around, hit them for the last one, get that energy back. Cool. Let's look at the W. Incinerate. Annie casts a blazing cone of fire, dealing damage to all enemies in the area. Look, I like that animation. This is a little bear she holding. It's funny how she holds fire in one hand, but actually throws out fire with the hand with the bear. So what? E. Molten Shield. Grants Annie or an ally a shield, a burst of move speed, and damages enemies who attack her with basic attacks. Wow, that's actually really good. Yeah, she has a lot of good utility. Wow, that's actually really good. I wonder how much the shield damage is. Now, R. Summon Tibbers. Annie wills her bear Tibbers to life, dealing damage to enemies in the area. Tibbers can attack and also burn enemies that stand near him. Wow. That's actually really good. So it's like, if you try to beat him up, he's gonna attack you and hurt you. But even if you try to run away from him, he's gonna hurt you from the blaze, from the fire. So that's actually, like, a lot of her abilities is actually really good. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people use her. I actually could see myself using her as well. Yeah, especially if you like really amp up that damage. Like I think that would be she would be a force to be reckoned with there. All right, you guys, that's Annie, the Dark Child. Let's get into the next League of Legends. Oh my God, why do I want to keep saying League of Legends? I say League of Legends like 30,000 times. Let's get into the next legend. All right, you guys, we have the next legend. It's Aphelios, the weapon of the faithful. Emerging from the moonlight shadow with weapons drawn, Aphelios kills the enemies of his faith in brooding silence, speaking only through the certainty of his aim and the firing of each gun. Though fueled by a poison that renders him mute, he is guided by his sister Amumu. From her distant temple sanctuary, she pushes an arsenal of moonstone weapons into his hands. For as long as the moon shines overhead, Aphelios will never be alone. What y'all got going on? What? What's going on here? Fueled through a poison that renders him mute. Wow, he's fueled through poison. And his sister is just watching overhead. She's not even dead. She's alive. She's just she is the one that puts the weapons into his hands. Okay, so for his passive, he has the Hitman and the Seer. Aphelios wields 5 Lunari weapons made by his sister. He has access to 2 at a time, one main hand and one offhand. Each weapon has a unique basic attack and ability. Attacks and abilities consume a weapon's ammo. When out of ammo, Aphelios discards the weapon and Amumu summons the next of the 5. Wow. Let me see. Does it show each weapon? It's like that. It's like a boomerang blade. And then it's like a scythe thing. And then he has like a shotgun. Oh, then he has like a sword thing. Oh, and then he has like an orby orb thing. Okay. So, let's do his weapon abilities. Aphelios has 5 different activated abilities based on his weapons main hand. So, the rifle, which is the Calibrium, long range shot that marks the target for a long range follow-up attack. The Severium, which is a scythe pistol. Look, I knew it. I said scythe. Run fast while attacking nearby enemies with both weapons. A Gravitum, which is a cannon, grew all enemies slowed by his weapon. Infernum, which is a flamethrower, blast enemies in a cone and attack them with your offhand weapon. Crescendum, which is a chakram, deploy a sentry that shoots your off. Wow, that's actually really nice. What the heck? Y'all look at this shit. Look at that. I tell you, they be going nuts with the animation. And that's the rifle. Whoa. Look at it. Yeah, rooted. Wow. That's actually, yeah. See, that's a lot of detail into one. Like, giving them all that. Like, I love their attention to detail and like how over the top they go. I wonder how it is actually playing him. He seems like kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Especially if it's like, can you choose those weapons? Are they random? I think they might be random, to be honest. Did they say random? Okay, so his W is phase. Aphelios swapped his main handgun with his offhand gun, replacing his basic attack and activated abilities. Okay, at least he can swap between them. I hope that would be like either no cooldown or very, very short cooldown. So his E is weapon Q system. Aphelios has no third ability. The slot shows the next weapon Amumu will give him. Weapon order begins fixed, but may change over the game time. When a weapon is out of ammo, it goes to the end of the order. Okay. His E, or his R, which is also moonlight vigil. Fire a concentrated blast of moonlight that explodes on enemy champions. Applies the unique effect of Aphelios' main handgun. Oh, okay. Let's look at that one more time. Okay. Alright. So I actually love all of the effects that was shown with Aphelios. I think he has a lot of different. He has an overwhelming amount of different utility and stuff like that. The only thing I would say is that the fixed part is what really kind of, like, if you could pick and choose whenever, and they say it does change as the time go on, but how long do you have to take till you get to that point? I like his look and design. I love the look of his abilities. Would I be able to effectively use him? I do not think I would be able to. I feel like you really have to know that character in and out. I don't feel like this is just a character you're gonna be able to pick up and you're like, oh, I feel this, I got this. Like, I feel like this is a character that you're gonna be putting in time, effort, and you're gonna be looking up, your replays and trying to figure out what happened. Like, nah, I feel like he seemed a bit complicated for me, and I don't think he would be a character that I would personally use, but I would see him being very dangerous as a teammate. So alright, that's Aphelios, the weapon of the faithful. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, so for the next legend we have Ashe, the Frost Archer. Ashborn war mother of the Varsan tribe. Ashe commands the most populous horde in the north. Stoic, intelligent, and idealistic, yet uncomfortable with her role as a leader, she taps into the ancestral magics of her lineage to wield a bow of true ice. With her people believe that she is the mythological hero Avarosa reincarnated. She hopes to unify Freljord once more by retaking the ancient tribal lands. Their ancient tribal lands. Okay, she has a nice backstory. I like her backstory. I like the look that she has right here too. She looks really nice. She looks very ephemeral. She looks like a ice character. That's funny. Let's look at her abilities. All right, so let's go in with her passive. Her passive is Frost Shot. Her passive is Frost Shot. Ashe's attack slows their target, causing her to deal increased damage to these targets. Ashe's critical strikes deal no bonus damage, but apply an empowered slow to the target. Okay. So at least you can slow them down and really get your shots in and keep them from retreating, so that's nice. So her Q, Ranger's Focus. Ashe builds up focus by attacking. At maximum focus, Ashe can cast Ranger's Focus to consume all stacks of focus, temporarily increasing her attack speed and transforming her basic attack into a powerful flurry attack for the duration. Wow, that's actually really, really nice. Let me see that again. Wow. Attacking. Oh, look how many times they let you do it though. That's OP. Especially once you really start putting all your I forgot what they call it. When you start putting your artifacts or things on and start building her, having that many, and that's just a Q, that's not even an ultimate, just spam. That's nice. That's OP, to be honest. Let's look at the W. Bob. Ashe fires arrows in a cone for increased damage. Also applies Frost Shot. Oh, is that this? No, that's Ranger's Focus. What's Frost Shot? Is that this? Oh, okay. Wow, that's nice. She has a lot of utility. Well, utility for herself. Hawk Shot. Ashe sends her Hawk Spirit on a scouting mission anywhere on the map. Oh, does that reveal the enemy? Probably reveals the enemy, okay. The ultimate. Whoa! I'm sorry, y'all. My throat is so scratchy. Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Ashe fires a missile of ice in a straight line. If the arrow collides with the enemy champion, it deals damage and stuns the champion. Stunning for longer the farther away the arrow has traveled. In addition, surrounding enemy units take damage and are slowed. That's nice. Look at the freaking arrow. Look at the size of that. What? What? That's straight out of somewhere. That's funny. Alright, so honestly, if I can be honest with you, I don't think I've really played like one of the like ranged characters yet like that. No, actually, I think I did. Is that a ranged character? That might be a ranged character, but Ashe, I like her. I actually really like her. I love the look of her abilities. On her animations, but just the sound of her abilities and what they can do, like they seem like once you like really build it up with the artifacts and stuff like that, like that's some pressure right there. Like that's danger. Like that's damage. So I think that I think I would enjoy playing her and like figuring out what to put on her and like how to maximize damage. So I think she can definitely do a lot of damage by herself and like get to jump on a lot of enemies. So I can see myself actually putting her on the list and playing Ashe. Alright, you guys, that's Ashe, the Frost Art. I don't know why I keep saying it. It's because I'm sick, y'all. Y'all, it's because I'm sick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is Ashe, the Frost Archer. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, we have... Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to butcher this name. We have Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol. That literally made no sense, y'all. Y'all probably like, what the hell? Anyway, Aurelion Sol, the Star Forger. Alright, Aurelion Sol once graced the vast emptiness of the cosmos with celestial wonders of his own devising. Now he is forced to wield his awesome power at the behest of a space-faring empire that tricked him into servitude. Oh no. Desiring a return to his Star Forging ways, Aurelion Sol will drag the very stars from the sky if he must in order to regain his freedom. Oh, they tricked him. They tricked him, and they're like, you are mine now. Like, you thought we was about to take you to the store and get a new toy? You're the toy, Aurelion Sol. Man, let's look at his abilities. Oh, his body. Like a little dragon. Let's look at his passive. Center of the universe. Start orbit Aurelion Sol dealing damage when they hit an enemy. Okay, I was like, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. So do they always stay in orbit? I think I want to play Aurelion Sol now just for that. I'm already liking the animation and how this looks. So let's look at his cute Star Surge. Aurelion Sol creates an expanding disc which explodes to stun and damage enemies when it moves too far away from him. Aw, I like that. It looked good. I really like it. The celestial expansion. Aurelion Sol pushes his stars further out, increasing their damage and speed. Oh, that's very. See, that's very. It's like you can kind of control it, but like I don't know. That seemed a little tricky to me. I like the look of it though. The look looks really good. Let's look at his E. Comment of Legend. Aurelion Sol takes off flying for a long distance. Oh, he out here. He is out here. He's traveling. No, Aurelion Sol. What? Y'all letting him do that? That's kind of slow. So I ain't gonna lie to you. He can definitely like. I see him as a support character, like going all across the map to help his team. So wow, that's actually really nice. Let's look at his art. Voice of Light. Aurelion Sol projects a blast of pure starfire, damaging and slowing all enemies caught in it and knocking nearby enemies back into a safer distance. Wow. That don't... I'm gonna go all the way back though. Well, one thing that Aurelion Sol really has going for him is his animations and his look. He looks really cool. I love the Cosmo vibe of him and the look of his ability. Very, pull the star out from the sky. His abilities are very... His abilities are very unique. They look very unique. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of hard to play him. I don't know why I feel like that. Like, I feel like Like, I know he's probably a support character, so I'm like, where's the damage? But he ain't there for that. But I like to have, like, I feel like he has a lot of support utility, so I don't know. Could I see myself playing Aurelion Sol? I do tend to use support characters, so I can see myself picking him up once, and if I like him, keep going with him. But I don't know. Like, I like him because of the look of him, but I'm like, do I really like him based off his abilities? I don't know. But that was Aurelion Sol. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, so now we have Azir, the Emperor of the Sands. Azir was a mortal emperor of Shurima. I'm getting a lot of people that's from Shurima here. In a far distant age, a proud man who stood at the cusp of immortality. His hubris saw him betrayed and murdered at the moment of his greatest triumph. But now, a millennia later, he has been reborn as an ascended being of immense power. With his buried city risen from the sand, Azir seeks to restore Shurima to its former glory. At least he's coming back to, like, you know, rebuild his city. It don't seem like he out here going on a rage craze like, I will kill everyone with this new power. Like, it's just like, I see where I fucked up, and I need to bring my people back. So, alright, that's Azir. Let's look at his abilities. Let's look at his passive. Azir can summon the gift of the sun from the horns of allied or enemy turrets. Wow. That's kind of cool. He's out here building his own toys. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we have Conquering Sands for his Q. Azir sends all sand soldiers towards a location. Sand soldiers deal magic damage to enemies they pass through and fly slow for 1 second. Just for 1 second though? Wow. At least give me 3. The fact that he can send sand soldiers, so like, oh, okay. Send him out. Alright, his W, Arise. Azir summons a sand soldier. So shouldn't y'all have brought up the fact of him doing the sand soldier first? Azir summons a sand soldier to attack nearby targets. That is cold for him, replacing his basic attack against targets within the soldier range. Their attacks deal magic damage to enemies in a line. Arise also passively grants attack speed to Azir and his sand soldiers. That's cool. His E, Shift and Sand. Azir shields himself briefly and dashes to one of his sand soldiers. If he hits an enemy champion, he instantly readies a new sand soldier for deployment and halts his death. Wow! I guess he wasn't the Emperor of Power in the Rising Sands for nothing. That's kind of cold. Let me see how this works. I really love the animation, man. Dashes. Ooh. Oh. Okay. No, I thought he was. Okay. It said that he readies a new sand soldier for deployment and halts his dash. Thought he was gonna make one on here, but that's okay. Emperor's Divide. Azir summons a wall of soldiers which charge forward, knocking back and damaging enemies. Okay, actually, I like the look of it more than anything. Yeah, actually, like Azir sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you would have to kind of like really be on your toes, paying attention to like really hone in on his abilities when to strike. But I could see myself trying to pick up, at least trying. Trying is the optimal word here, people. Okay, because you can't die without try. You know, not the letters, just the sound. So I would see myself trying. Maybe I would die a couple of times, maybe all the time. But yeah, I like his abilities. I love the animations of his abilities. And I think he has a lot of abilities that will work for him. So yeah, I can see myself trying to pick up Azir. Alright, you guys, that's Azir, the Emperor of the Sands. Let's move on to the next question. Alright, you guys, now we have Bard, the Wandering Caretaker. A traveler from beyond the stars, Bard is an agent of serendipity who fights to maintain a balance where life can endure the influence of chaos. Many Ruterans sing songs that ponder his extraordinary nature, yet they all agree that the cosmic vagabond is drawn to artifacts of great magical power. Surrounded by a jubilant choir of helpful spirit meets, it is impossible to mistake his actions as malevolent, as Bard always serves the greater good in his own way. All right, so that's the Wandering Bard. So he is attracted to great power though. So, and when they say in their own way, like I just feel like that's the justification to do what you want. So, you know, I'm already messing with it because I like to do what I want. So let's see what this Wandering Bard is packing as far as by way of abilities. You know, let's get into the passive real quick. So we got Traveler's Call, Meeps. Bard attracts lesser spirits that assist him with his basic attacks to deal extra magic damage. When Bard has collected enough chimes, his Meeps will also deal damage in the area and slow enemies. Oh, chimes, ancient chimes randomly appear for Bard to collect. These grant experience, restore mana, and provide out of combat move speed. But see, like it's like always like a character in games that have like random buffs, and I feel like this is the character that has like random buffs. You can either get attack stuff, restore mana, speed, and all that stuff. Like it's not something, I don't feel like this is something that you can, like, yeah, it's random, so you can't choose it. It's just at random. So I don't like having characters where it's random. Like I like to choose and know this is what I need, this is what I need to do. So I don't know about that starting off. Let's look at the queue. Cosmic Bomb. Bard fires a missile which will slow the first enemy struck and continue onward. If it strikes a wall, it will stun the initial target. If it strikes another enemy, it will stun them both. Okay, let's see how that looks. One, let me appreciate this real quick. I didn't even see how this looks. Okay, so that's a Meep. Come from behind this area. Is it like a little bird? Oh my god. Okay, so that was a Meep, and then that is a chime. So it's like a little wind chime. Oh, look at the Meep flying around with them. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's look at the animation for the Q. So both of them are stunned together. That wasn't that okay. I really like this animation. This animation is really funny. But and I like when he does his low. Is his running flying, or is that an ability he has? Oh, okay. I like that animation. This animation, it's alright. It's alright. I like the little sound with it, like it's playing musical notes. Let's look at the W. Caretaker's Shrine. Reveals a healing shrine which powers up over a short time, disappearing after healing and speeding up the first ally that touches it. Okay, okay. I feel like he's more of a support character. The animation was okay. I like the little musical notes that go with it, but this animation is alright. Magical Journey. Bard opens a portal in nearby terrain. Allies and enemies alike can take one-way trip the terrain by moving into the portal. Now I really like the animation on this one. It's a bit more grand, you know, it's a bit more showy. You know, I like the aesthetics, you know, I like anything aesthetically pleasing. This is very aesthetically pleasing, you know. Got the little runes and magic and everything. The only thing I don't like about this ability is that the fact that enemies also can use it, because I feel like, you know, this is a one-way trip to get out of an escape. You know, what if the enemy is sitting here trying to do a pincer attack and, you know, get you from both ways? Or even if you took a little damage trying to contest an enemy, you know, you throw it out there, you get out the way, get out of dodge. Quick and simple, right? But what good is it gonna do if the enemy can use it too? I don't like that. So, his abilities is looking a little sus to me. Alright, so that was Magical Journey. Let's look at his R. Bard sends spirit energy arcing to a location, putting all champions, minions, monsters, and turrets into stasis for a brief time. Oh wow. Let's look at that. Oh, even himself? Oh nah. See, I don't like, what good does that do? And they said putting all champions, minions, monsters, and turrets into stasis. I don't know. How many people actually play Bard? Please leave a comment down below if you play Bard, because I don't. Okay, to a location. Okay, so anybody in that. Okay. This just happened to show where it was at. So, can he choose the location is the location just tied to him and whoever he's with? Because if that's the case, then it makes more sense. But if it's just like everybody is just bam, that's kind of, I don't know about that. But if you can lock down whoever is in that area, and then you can kind of link up with a team member to go in for that kill, that's actually awesome in that aspect. But I guess it just depends on what context this ability is in. So we have Rin through Bard, and I don't know, I like the animation. It's like runes and it makes the body glow. It's not a bad animation. Bard, the Wandering Caretaker, I don't think that he is a legend that I personally would hop into. I don't knock nobody for taking him now. I don't knock nobody. That's not what we about over here. But for me personally, it's a nah. I feel like he's too unpredictable. I feel like a seasoned veteran might get a lot of use out of him in his utility and be able to, you know, work it like it's supposed to be worked. I don't know how to work it how it's supposed to be worked yet. So I think at my level right now, I don't think I would get into Bard. But that was Bard, the Wandering Caretaker. Let's get into the next legend. All right, you guys, now we have Caitlyn, the Sheriff of Piltover. And I'm like super excited because it's bringing back all the feels that I got from, what was the show called? I already forgot that quick. From Arcane. It's bringing all the Arcane feels back. Like, I'm like, oh, look at Caitlyn, bro. Now let me see if Caitlyn is as good as she was in the show. Let's get into Caitlyn. Renowned as his finest peacekeeper, Caitlyn is also Piltover's best shot at riding the city. Oh, okay. At riding the city of its elusive criminal elements. She is often paired with Vi, acting as a cool counterpart in her partner's more impetuous nature. Even though she carries a one-of-a-kind Hextech rifle, Caitlyn's most powerful weapon is her superior intellect, allowing her to lay elaborate traps for any lawbreakers foolish enough to operate in the City of Progress. Alright, okay, she sound, you know, they hyped her up to be pretty badass, so let's see how much badassery that she has in the back of that Hextech book bag that she's carrying all this stuff inside. So let's look at the abilities. Let's get into the passive first. So her passive is Headshot. Every few basic attacks, or against a target she has trapped or netted, Caitlyn will fire a headshot dealing bonus damage and scales with her critical strike chance. On trapped or netted targets, Caitlyn's headshot attack range is double. Whoa, that's actually really good. So as long as you can get them, it's like it gives you so many opportunities to get that double damage, or that, you know, that bonus damage, either from being netted, trapped, or even just over time. So that's actually really good. That's okay, Caitlyn. Okay, she's stacking up to her description. Okay, let's look at the Q. Piltover's Peacekeeper. Caitlyn revs up her rifle for 1 second to unleash a penetrating shot that deals physical damage. Deals less damage to subsequent targets. Okay. Let's look at that animation. Okay, it looks like a little bird or something. I like it though. I like it. Okay, it looks like a little bird. Let's look at her W. Yordle Snap Trap. Caitlyn sets a trap that, when sprung, reveals and immobilizes the enemy champion for 1.5 seconds, granting Caitlyn an empowered headshot. Oh, that's really, really good. That's really good. Can everybody see the trap? I don't know if I played against a Caitlyn yet. I can't remember. But can everybody see the trap? That's my thing, because if they can't, that's definitely a game changer. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that headshot, and just imagine if she like netted them, headshot, they step in the trap, headshots. It's just so many, or even if she shot them for a while, headshot, netted them, headshot, they step into a trap, headshot. Like the amount of times you can get a headshot from her if you build that man, I ain't gonna lie, she's probably a force to be reckoned with in this game. Let's look at her E. 90 caliber net. Caitlyn fires a heavy net to slow her target. The recoil knocks Caitlyn back. Let me see. Oh, but see, that range give her the headshot stuff too. She has a lot of good utility. I am liking it. I am not gonna lie to you. And I like the little animation. It looks like the net swirls, and then she got her little headshot. I like that. Let's look at her R. Ace in the hole. Caitlyn takes time to line up the perfect shot, dealing massive damage to a single target at a huge range. Enemy champions can intercept the bullet for their ally. Oh, okay. Ooh. I wish they would have showed the interception, but I like the animation. Gosh. That is nice. Does it like, I'm guessing it locks on because they got the little lock on thing. So even if they move, like that's just they got you. That's that ultimate. So actually though, I'm liking all of her animations. I'm liking the utility that all of her abilities have, honestly though. And she's a ranged character. I could see myself definitely playing, the Sheriff of Piltover right now. I think I can lay down the law with Caitlyn. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, they hyped her up a lot. And honestly, she looks like she's worth the hype. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's like one of the most picked characters in the game. I could be wrong. Y'all can leave a comment down below if I'm wrong. But from the description at least, she looking like a threat. She look like y'all not finna mess with her. And I'm trying to be on that team. So, alright. Guys, that was Caitlyn, the Sheriff of Piltover. Let's get into the next legend. Alright, you guys. We are back with our next legend. And I know by this time you guys are wondering, like, why the hell is this not in alphabetical order? I saw Caitlyn, just lost it. I don't know why I jumped to Caitlyn out of nowhere. I don't know why I just skipped, like, the rest of the alphabet just to get to Caitlyn, but my mind somehow did that. So we're not gonna speak about it past this. So we have the next legend, which is Bel'Veth, the Empress of the Void. Now that sounds very, very ominous. Let's see what the Empress of the Void brings. A nightmarish empress created from the raw material of an entire devoured city. All right, already sounding OP off the bat, nothing too crazy, just an entire city. That's light. Bel'Veth is the end of Runeterra itself. Wow, okay. Now this sounds like the third final boss in the game, okay? And the beginning of a monstrous reality of her own design. Driven by epochs of repurposed history, knowledge, and memories from the world above, she voraciously feeds on ever-expanding need for new experiences and emotions. Okay, she has some emotional damage. She needs to feel something. She's numb right now. Wow, where was I? Emotions, consuming all that crosses her path. Yet her wants could never be sated by only one world as she turns her hungry eyes towards the void's old masters. Wow, where the heck did she come from, bro? She already looked like she looks kind of nice. I mean, she looks evil nice for an evil lady. And then, like, is her body made up of, like, is this her dress or is this a monster? Is she a monster with a, like, fake head or something? What is that? All right, she already looks kind of nightmarish, so let's see exactly how nightmarish she is, to be honest. Okay, let's get into the passive. Death in Lavender. Bel'Veth gains permanent attack speed stacked after taking down large minions and monsters and champions. She also gains temporary bonus attack speed after using an ability. Okay, so let's look at that again. Oh, she over here looking like the Karate Kid with these 1-2s, out here jabbing. She going crazy. And then she over here slipping and sliding everywhere. Yeah, she going crazy with the attacks right now. Okay, I'm kind of worried. What got you with so much rage? Let's go to the Q. The Q is Void Surge. Bel'Veth dashes in a chosen direction and damages all enemies she passes through. Okay. Let's look at that animation again. I actually like her animation. It's like looking at a squid or something like that, or a jellyfish. I don't know why that comparison, but I like it. I don't know what to say. I wonder how much damage that does. And I wonder if you can do it multiple times. It looks like you can do it multiple times, so I'm going to assume that you can. Let's look at her W. Above and below, Bel'Veth slams her tail to the ground, damaging, knocking up, and slowing her enemies. That's actually that's a lot of effects in one, so that's actually really good. Look. Ooh, I like it. I like the look, and I like the little flip, bro. She's like a stingray. She's like a little stingray. I like the term jellyfish a lot better, or octopus, but she does look like a stingray, and I'm digging it. Look how he's just like. flailing, flailing right here. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm actually liking her animation. Like, I'm liking her more than I should, I think. Okay, her E is Royal Maelstrom. Bel'Veth roots herself in place, channeling a storm of slashing around her. A storm of slashing. Oh, a storm of slashes around her that targets the lowest health enemy and grants her lifesteal and damage reduction. Oh, let me look at this. Oh, that's a little. You know what? Because I don't know, like I like from playing the last week, I can sometimes, like, when I get jumped by 2 enemies, sometimes I go, like, I start off with the one with the lowest, then I, depending on who's around me, I kind of switch it up and lose focus. So this is actually cool for an auto thing. Like, you don't even have to try to focus up. It's like, I got you. I'm gonna automatically kill whoever lowest. That way you can kind of prioritize that way and then go for the person who's left. So that's actually really nice. I like the animation too. Just really honing in on that darkness. Okay, let's look at that R, see what the R looking like. Endless Banquet. Bel'Veth consumes void coral remnants, transforming into her true form. Oh, okay. I didn't think this. I knew she had a different form. I knew that whatever she had going on initially was something else. And increasing her max health, attack range, attack speed, and out of combat movement speed. Consuming the void coral remnants of a void epic monster will grant her longer ultimate duration, as well as the power to summon Void Remorva. This is a lot, bro. Does this not seem OP to y'all? Is this not OP, bro? She seems like an OP final boss. Let me look at this animation again. Oh, yeah. Full Stingray, bro. She out here going nuts. Look at that attack speed. Look at that attack speed. And then it's just like all this stuff that she can do with this just one. I wonder how long the ability lasts. Like 30. I'm guessing if she can move fast, like it gotta last at least 30 seconds. I'm guessing. That's actually a lot of stuff going on. I feel like she can keep herself alive for a long time. I feel like if she's equipped with the right artifacts, I'm not sure what you guys call them. Maybe runes or something like that. I can't remember. Like I said, I've only been playing for a week. I don't know. She can be kind of a threat, like especially if you give her something that gives her a lot of like life steal or something like that. I can especially with her attack speed and everything, I can definitely see Bel'Veth being a huge threat. Okay. I know this is gonna sound crazy, y'all, because it sounds crazy to me too. You know, so I'm a little loco, but sometimes I'm a little loco. I can see myself actually playing her. I know, it's kind of crazy, but honestly, I feel like as a like face-to-face character, she has a lot of survivability, and she has like a lot of stuff that I feel like can like really go in on the enemy while keeping herself alive. My main thing when it comes to like somebody, I want to keep myself alive as long as possible, and I feel like Bel'Veth can actually do that. I like her animation. Her aesthetic is a little bit dark and menacing, but you know, sometimes it's okay to step on the wild side, step into the dark side, you know, just for a little bit. So that was Bel'Veth, Empress of the Void. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, for the next legend we have Blitzcrank, the Great Steam Golem. Now, steampunk means freaking, what do you call it? Is this alchemy? You think, is this alchemy? Maybe this is alchemy. I don't know. Maybe if I read it, I'll get more information. So let's get into it. Blitzcrank is an enormous, near indestructible automaton from Zon. Originally built to dispose of hazardous waste, however, he found this primary purpose too restricting and modified his own. Oh, he said, I'm gonna take my life into my own hand. That's the true definition. His own form to better serve the fragile people of the slump. Of the sump? Did they try to say slump, or is that what? Okay. For him, wow. Okay, at least he's helping the people. Blitzcrank selflessly uses his strength and durability to protect others, extending a helpful metal fist or burst of energy to subdue any troublemakers. Well, I'm glad that he chose to take his life in his own hands and use it to help people, because the people need it. So good for Blitzcrank. Let's see his abilities. Let's see how he's really helping. So his passive His passive is Mana Barrier. Blitzcrank gains a shield based on their mana when dropping to low health. That's actually okay. He got some sustainability. I see it. I like it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, just based off the aesthetic alone, this isn't the character I'm going with. But I'm gonna continue on. Let's look at his Q. Rocket Grab. Blitzcrank fires their right hand to grab an opponent on his path, dealing damage and dragging it back to them. Does it also stun? Oh, and it stuns. You see the little stun? So y'all are tilting each other. You know, you're tilting each other, right? You coordinate with your teammate. You grab them. They come out the bushes and y'all jump them. That's how you do that one. I like it. Let's look at his W. Overdrive. Blitzcrank supercharges themselves to get dramatically increased move and attack speed. They are temporarily slowed after the effect ends. See, I don't like that. I don't like that. You definitely see he seems like a support character to me. You definitely have to be with someone to get him down, at least in the beginning. Power Fist for his E. Blitzcrank charges up their fist to make the next attack deal double damage and pop their target up in the air. Okay, so that is, that's something. Let me see that again. Hey, I don't know. See, I'm not feeling it. I don't really be feeling the robots. I don't know. It's just the static. It's just not pulling me. But that's a good knockup, especially with the double damage. That's really useful. Let's look at the R. Static field. Enemies attacked by Blitzcrank are marked and take lightning damage after 1 second. Additionally, Blitzcrank can activate the ability to remove nearby enemies' shields and damage them, and silence them briefly. That's actually really good, to be honest. Especially taking off that shield. That's actually really, really good. Okay, so I don't know. Like, I don't really like. I mean, it's not that I don't like these animations. It's just not that exciting to me. It's not really doing it for my aesthetic that I, looking for. It's just, I feel like he does have some nice support utility, and he can do a lot of good things. It's just not for me. Blitzcrank is not for me. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling them. And, sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you don't feel people, and that's alright. You feel other people if you don't feel them. So that was Blitzcrank, the great Steve. Oh my God, I don't like him so much that I'm calling him Colin. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, for the next villain. Oh my God. See, that's me. That is on me. That is my bad. I judged this man. He didn't deserve that. I just looked at him and was like, unconsciously like, villain. I don't know nothing about this man's story. I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't know nothing. I'm sorry. I apologize, Brand. Now we have Brand, the Burning Vengeance. Let's see what his background is. Once a tribesman of the Icy Freljord. Wow, that is already mind-blowing right there. How did you switch sides, sir? Named Keegan Road. The creature known as Brand is a lesson in the temptation of greater power. Seeking one of the legendary world runes, Keegan betrayed his okay, he's a villain. He's a villain. See, my brain didn't judge him because how he looked. My brain, like my energy felt that vibe. It was like, nah, this is we on this wavelength, and I felt this wavelength, and it was screamed out villain. So, he's a villain. He betrayed his companions and seized it for himself. And in an instant, the man was no more. His soul burnt away, his body a vessel of living flame. Brand now roams Valoran in search of other rooms, swearing revenge for wrongs he could never possibly have suffered in a dozen mortal lifetimes. Okay, this man is out for vengeance, even though he's the one out here betraying folks. Let's look at his burning abilities. So let's see what that passive looking like. Blaze. Brand spells light his targets with Blaze, dealing damage over 4 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. If Brand kills an enemy while it is ablaze, he regains mana. I know some people like to say mana. I like to say mana. When Blaze reaches max stacks on a champion or large monster, it becomes unstable. It detonates in 2 seconds, applying spell effects and dealing massive damage in an area around the victim. Okay. Sounds really, really, really good, to be honest. So let's look at it. Oh, they got dazed, and he just burnt. Oh, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. It's never felt so good to be bad. Am I liking Braum, bro? I'm not supposed to like the evil characters, but I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of lit. Literally, it's lit. Bro, I'm done. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like the animation too. I really like that. He does it again. It's just boom. I like that. I'm sorry. I like it. Let's look at this Q. Seer. Braum launches a ball of fire forward that deals magic damage. If the target is blazed, Seer would stun the target for 1.5 seconds. That's really good. I like it. I like it. So initially he threw out the initial he burns them, then he throws out that one. Okay, I like it. Let's look at his W. And I like the animation, and I like how like the color, like I like the attention to details they put in here. Let's look at his W. Pillar of Flame. After a short delay, Braum creates a pillar of flame at a target area, dealing magic damage to enemy units within the area. Units that are ablaze take an additional 25% damage. That's actually really, really good. Let me see that again. I like the effects. I do. I really do. I like the little burning. I like the little char that comes off. The slight discoloration. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm sorry. I do. I don't know why. Let's look at his E. Conflagration. I don't know why. Conflagration. Braum conjures a powerful blast at his target that spreads to nearby enemies, dealing magic damage. If the target is ablaze, conflagration's spread is double. Oh, that's good. That is good. So initially, I feel like with any of these attacks, you want to make sure. Let me see. So apparently only. So I feel like only his spells do ablaze. I don't see any here like in his passive where he says like his normal attack does ablaze. So initially, anything you do, you want to make sure they're ablaze to really maximize on that damage. I'm really liking his animation. Let's look at his R. Pyroclasm. Braum unleashes a devastating torrent of fire that bounces up to 5 times off Braum and nearby enemies, dealing magic damage to enemies each time bounce. Bounces prioritize stacking blaze to max on champion. If a target is ablaze, Pyroclasm will briefly slow them. Oh, okay. Let me look at that one more time. Look at that bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam! I like it. I like all the animations, honestly. I like the effects that goes along with the animations. I know I shouldn't like it. It's like a toxic relationship. You shouldn't like the person that is toxic, that is evil. But I like these abilities, and I honestly can definitely see myself playing Braum. As y'all can see, I do have some essence, so maybe some of this essence is going on Braum. I don't know. I like I said, I'm really messing with the fire guy, bro. Is it crazy? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like up there as somebody people choose either, because I feel like you can get a lot of damage out of him. So that's Braum, the Burning Vengeance. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, so for the next legend we have Braum, the Heart of Freljord. Alright, he looks like a Norse mythology character. Blessed with massive bias. Okay. Well, I'm glad that, you know, whoever the gods of Freljord is, they was just like, I know exactly what I'm gonna bless you with. I gotta bless you with them biceps, bro. You need them. You need them. Blessed with massive biceps and an even bigger heart. Oh, okay. See, now that makes it all better. That brings it all together. Makes it, you know, very homey. Braum is a beloved hero of the Freljord. Every mead hall north of Frosthill toasts his legendary strength. Said to have felled a forest of oaks in a single right. Oh, I don't know why I said right. In a single night and punched an entire mountain into. Okay. Is this Freljord's Hercules? Bearing an enchanted vault door as his shield, Braum roams the frozen north, sporting a mustachioed smile as big as his muscles. I like that he doubling down on these big biceps. A true friend to all those in need. Oh, well, that's nice. That warms my heart. That's very heartwarming. Let's look at his abilities. Let's look at the passive. Concussive blows. Braum's basic attacks apply concussive blows. Once the first stack is applied, allied basic attacks also stack concussive blows. Upon reaching 4 stacks, the target is stunned and takes magic damage. For the next few seconds, they cannot receive new stacks, but take bonus magic damage from Braum's attack. Okay, let's look at that one more time. 1. Oh, so he's not the only one who can put it on them. Wow, that's actually really, really good. So he can go in, let a ranged character get them stacks on, let them get that that stun, and they just go ham. I like it. Braum. Q. Winter's Bite. Braum propels freezing ice from his shield, slowing and dealing magic damage. Applies a stack of concussive blows. Ooh, so he can even keep his distance. That is really, really good. Let me look at this. Wow, I'm really liking his animation so far. I like how it's regular and then it gets the ice on it and he goes there. I really like that. Let's look at his W. Stand behind. Braum leaps to a target ally champion or minion. On arrival, Braum and the ally gain armor and magic resist for a few seconds. Oh, okay, so he really out here helping. He's really saving his people. Okay. Let's see that again. Okay, I like it. I like it. Especially that armor. So I can see him as a support character, like really doing good paired with someone. Let's look at his E. Unbreakable. Braum. Oh, I could even read this for seeing all that. That was really good. And that's just an E. You would have thought that was like some ultimate. Braum raises his shield in a direction for several seconds, intercepting all projectiles, causing them to hit him and be destroyed. He negates the damage of the first attack completely and reduces the damage of all subsequent attacks from this direction. Let's look at that one more time. Look at that. I like it. I really do. And then you see like the ice come off. That's actually really, really nice, and it seems like it lasts for a good duration. So let's look at his R. Glacial pressure. Braum slams the ground, knocking up enemies nearby and in a line in front of him. Excuse me. A fissure is left along the line that slows enemies. Okay, so like I said, if he's really paired with someone that can do it with some good damage, he can really lock down an enemy and help get that kill in. And I really like this animation. They really do a good job on their animation. Okay. I do play tanks and stuff like that in certain games. I've never played like a tanky character in this game, so I don't know how I feel about that. But honestly, I like Braum's utility. Like, he has a lot of utilities to really lock down an enemy. He seems more support to me. So paired with a good damage dealer, I feel like he would really, really help in locking down a lot of enemies and, you know, getting them knocked off. So honestly, for a defensive character, I feel like I could definitely get into Braum. I feel like I love his character animations. I like his abilities really, really, really a lot. So yeah, I can see myself getting into some Braum, you know. the Heart of Gold. I mean, the biceps, you know, it sold me. You know, what can you say? He was blessed. So, you know, we need to get on the blessed team. Braum, the Heart of Failure. Let's move on to the next legend. Alright, you guys, for the next legend, we have Camille, the Steel Shadow. Alright, the Steel Shadow. I'm digging the you know, the name. I'm digging the vibes, okay? Weaponized to operate outside the boundaries of the... Okay. Why do we have so many evil legends? Maybe, you know what? Let me finish reading. Maybe she's not even evil. Weaponized to operate outside the boundaries of the law. Camille is the principal intelligencer of Clan Pharaohs, an elegant and elite agent who ensures that Piltover machine and its Zonite underbelly runs smoothly. Adaptable and precise, she views sloppy technique as an embarrassment that must be put to order. With a mind as sharp as the blade she bears, Camille's pursuit of superiority through Hex-Tech body augmentation has left many to wonder if she is now more machine than woman. Okay, so is she working for the Piltover police? Like, is she, like, she works outside of the law, so I mean, I'm guessing not. So she's working with Clan Pharaohs. I don't know if that's a good clan or a bad clan. So it seemed really shady right now. I don't know, but let's get into her abilities to see if we can shed more light on the shadow. Her passive, adaptive defenses. Basic attacks on champions grant a shield equal to and percentages of Camille's maximal health against their damage type. Oh, that's really good. Physical or magic for a brief duration. I actually think that's good. That's good utility. So especially if she can get high health and maybe even some life steal, to be honest, just to keep that shield as high as possible. Precision. Her Q is Precision Protocol. Camille's next attack deals bonus damage and grants bonus move speed. This spell can be recast for a short period of time, doing significantly increased bonus damage if Camille delays a period of time between the two attacks. Wow. So you do the regular, do the Q, do some regular attacks, you know, boom, boom, bam, boom, go in with that Q again and double that damage. That's really good. Let's look at her. And actually, I like the little animation too. It's like charging on her hips, and then she let it fly, and then it's like this little hex tech design that goes through. I like it actually. Okay. Let's look at her W. Tactical Sweep. Camille blasts in a cone after a delay, dealing damage. Enemies in the outer half are slowed and take extra damage while also healing Camille. Oh, so she can heal herself. I feel like even though paired with some lifesteal, that would be really, really good. I like the animation though. And then you slow them. The only thing that would make this better is if she had like a chain to like really get them. Wow. I actually really like this. Okay, let's look at her E. Hook shot. Camille pulls herself to a wall, leap off, and knocking up enemy champions upon landing. Oh, that, see, there we go. There's the pool. So even I'll say if she's right here and this is a wall, you sweep them, get them, you know, slowed or whatever. Then you go to the wall, bounce off the wall while they're trying to escape. Boom, bam, get their ass, and you know, just go off with the Q, charge up, boom, 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 get the Q. You know, I actually see a lot of potential. You know, her precision and her intelligence isn't just for show. Okay. And she knocked them up when she does that. I like the animation too. Alright. Okay, let's look at her art. So the Hex-Tech Automation. Camille dashes to target champion, anchoring them to the area. She also deals bonus magic damage to the target with her basic attacks. I love her animation. I think her she has a lot of good utility. I think her abilities are really, really good. Hence why she's the Steel Shadow and has such high intelligence. Honestly, the only thing that would worry me personally is the hook shot. Like, I feel like I would goof it up. So that's the only thing that worries me. But outside of that, I can definitely see myself playing Camille. Like, I see a lot of potential in this shadow, and I want to bring it to light and utilize it myself. Okay, so wow, okay, that's Camille, the Steel Shadow. Let's move on to the next one. All right, you guys, so for the next legend we have Cassiopeia. Okay, so we have Cassiopeia, the Serpent's Embrace. Oh, you know what, fun fact about me, if you guys care, which y'all probably don't, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's my channel. I actually really like serpents. I like the symbolism behind serpents. I feel like they're not as bad as the rep that people try to give them, like snakes in the grass. No, I feel like serpents represent rebirth with the shedding of their skin, and then with like the serpent, which a lot of people say dragons and stuff like that, but like with the serpent chasing its tail, I also feel like it symbolizes infinity. So I actually like serpents a lot. So, you know, maybe I'll like Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is a deadly creature bent on manipulating others to her sinister will. Okay, see, why they have to twist it for me? You know, she twisted it for me. Youngest and most beautiful daughter of the noble Katu family of Noxus, she ventured deep into the crypts beneath Shurima in search of ancient power. There, she was bitten by a gruesome tomb guardian whose venom transformed her into a viper-like predator. Cunning and agile, Cassiopeia now slithers under the under the veil of night, petrifying her enemies with her baleful gaze. She does look really nice, I'm not gonna lie. And I like the claws, so I'm liking the look of her so far. Let's see what this serpent has to offer. So her passive is Serpent Grace. Cassiopeia gains move speed per level, but she cannot purchase boots items. Okay, well at least she gets a lot of speed going. So she is a magic character or a mage character. Let's look at her Q. Noxious Blast. Cassiopeia blasts an area with poison after a brief delay, granting her increased move speed if she hits an enemy champion. Okay, let's look at that one more time. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, you see the little fangs? I like the details. I like the animation. Okay, Noxious Blast. Let's look at her W. Miasma. Cassiopeia. What am I'm about to call her Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia releases several clouds of poison, slowing, grounding, and lightly damaging enemies that pass through them. Grounded enemies cannot use movement abilities. Oh, Cassiopeia, look at you going off. So I feel like you would throw out the W first and then the Q to really get that poison off. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay, and then her P, oh, that's just with the level, so that don't have anything to do with it. But I like the details. I'm really liking the little spore bubbles from the miasma, everything. That's really nice. Okay, her E, Twin Fang. Cassiopeia lets loose an attack that deals increased damage to poison targets and heals her for a percentage of the damage dealt. If the target dies from this attack, Cassiopeia regains mana. See, you know what? I don't know. See, I don't know why I'm starting to like all the evil characters, bro. I know it's a bad habit. You know, I go for all the baddies, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I go for the baddies. I'm liking her abilities. I'm really am. This poison lady, like she really goes in. I like the animation too. I like it. Okay, let's look at her art. Petrifying Gaze. Cassiopeia releases a swirl of magical energy from her eyes, stunning any enemy in front of her that are facing her and slowing any allies with their back turned. Okay, let me see that one more time. Got you. So I feel like you poison them, right? You poison them. You get them stuck in the miasma so that they can't go anywhere. Then you flash them, the appropriate flash, and then you hit them with that twin thing. I feel like that's the lineup. But again, I'm loving the animation and everything. I really like Cassiopeia. Honestly, I feel like she can low-key get in and out, especially with that boost of speed. She slither in, slither out, do what she gotta do, she in and out. I think she'll be great paired with another person for support, but I also think that she can handle it on her own, especially with multiple enemies. So, okay, she slithered into my heart, and I don't want her to go anywhere. I can definitely see myself playing her. I actually want to play her now. So that was Cassiopeia, the Serpent's Embrace, and she's, you know, I've embraced her. So before I embrace her any more than I already have, let's move on to the next legend. All right, you guys. So now we have Cho'Gath. I'm gonna say Cho'Gath or Cho'Gath. I'm gonna go Cho'Gath. We have Cho'Gath, the Terror of the Void. Yeah, he looks like a nightmare. Very much terrifying. From the moment Cho'Gath first emerged into the harsh light of Runeterra's sun, the beast was driven by the most pure and insatiable hunger, a perfect expression of the void's desire to consume all life. Cho'Gath's complex biology quickly converts matter into new bodily growth. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Increasing his muscle mass and density, or hardening its outer carapace like organic diamond. Whoa, he's the whole definition of sturdy. Like he's sturdy, okay? When growing larger does not suit the void spawn's needs, it vomits out the excess material as razor sharp spines, leaving prey skewered and ready to feast upon them. Wow. Yeah, very much seems terrifying. Like, I feel like he might have a lot of abilities that sustain him. So let's look at the abilities and see what exactly we're working with here. How terrifying he is. Carnivore. Whenever Cho'Gath kills a unit, he recovers health and mana. The values restore increase with Cho'Gath's level. See, he's dangerous. I knew it. I knew it from the very moment I laid my eyes on him. This man is dangerous. And the fact that he can get it off of these minions, bro, come on now. Very dangerous. Let's look at his Q. Rupture. Ruptures the ground at target location, popping enemy units into the air and dealing damage and slowing them. Yeah, he's dangerous, bro. He's dangerous. I like this animation. I like the little skewers coming out the ground. Let's look at the W. Feral Scream. Cho'Gath unleashes a terrible scream at enemies in a cone, dealing magic damage and silencing enemies for a few seconds. The fact, they usually say like a duration of seconds, like 1.5. So the fact that it's for a few seconds is actually really good. I mean, it's dangerous, but it's really good if he's on your team. I like it. Okay, screaming at people. I like the animation. I like that. So we have Vorpal Spikes. Cho'Gath's attack enemies Destiny Spikes, dealing damage and slowing all enemy units in front of him. So he can slow them, going with the E, slow them. Well, honestly, because this pops them up, right? He can pop them up, you know, throw them off their feet. After they're off their feet, he can throw the Vorpal Spikes to slow them. And then he can scream at them to silence them. I think that's the order right there. That's the order. I love this animation though. I really like that. I like the little trail that it leaves, little three spikes. Look at him throwing it. It's so hilarious. He's just double-handed. Okay, let's look at the R. Devours an enemy unit, dealing a high amount of true damage if a target is killed. Cho'Gath grows, gaining maximum health. Wow. Cho'Gath is not playing right now. I feel like he has a lot of opportunity for sustain with his passive, especially paired with some lifesteal. I feel like this is a character that has a lot of good CC. And I feel like he's very dangerous if he gets like some good damage on you. Because from the look of it, his
ultimate itself does a lot of damage, but throw some extra damage on there and that it seemed like it would really go nuts. He's definitely terrifying, I'll give you that. Like his abilities definitely seem like a lot. Honestly, he doesn't really fit my aesthetic, but I don't think that would actually keep me from playing. I feel like his sustain, like any character that has some good sustain really draws me in because I feel like I won't die. And I feel like with his insatiable hunger, I feel like, you know, I can use him to stay alive and, you know, get them kills. So, Cho'Gath, I think we have to form a temporary alliance, okay? I think we got to do it and become the terrible twosome. So, guys, that was Cho'Gath. Let's move to the next legend. Alright, you guys, so now we have Corki, the daring bombarder. See... I don't know. He just look funny, bro. Like, what? Y'all got a whole pilot in here? What? Yorkie. Okay, Corki. All right, let's see what his background is. The Yordle pilot Corki loves two things above all others: flying and his glamorous mustache. It's always the mustache, though not necessarily in that order. After leaving Bandle City, he settled in Piltover and fell in love with the wondrous machines he found there. He dedicated himself to the development of flying contraptions, leading an aerial defense force of seasoned veterans known as the Screaming Yip Snakes. That name is kind of questionable, but we're not going to talk about it. Calm under fire, Corki patrols the skies around his adopted home and has never encountered a problem that a good missile barrage couldn't solve. Alright. So he most definitely always chooses violence. Let's see what this, you know, this flying crusader has to offer by way of abilities. Let's look at the passive. He has Hex Tech Munitions. A percentage of Corki's basic attack damage is greater than some magic damage. Corki can occasionally retrieve the package inside his base, granting him move speed and an empowered cast of Valkyrie. Alright, that's actually a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was reading this, but as I was reading it, I had already noticed that it was a lot going on here. So let's look at that animation. So that's his munitions. I'm guessing, oh, and then he picks it up and goes nuts. Ooh. You see how you just took out that champion? Bro, what? Wow, wait. I like that animation. I like how he's just flying around the battlefield. That's also pretty funny. Look at his little ship. Oh, wow. Or his little plane. I'm gonna call it a little ship. Honestly, he's cute. So he has Phosphorus Bomb. Corki fires a flash bomb at a target location, dealing magic damage to enemies in that area. This attack additionally reveals units in the area for a duration. Okay. Really? Oh, okay, that's really nice. I like the animation. Look, the little ball. Alright, let's look at the W. Valkyrie. Okay, so this is what it was showing that it can be powered up. Corki fires a short distance, dropping bombs that create a trail of fire that damages opponents who remain in it. Okay, nice. That's nice. I like the animation. Again, I love it. Look at his E. Gatling gun. Corki's Gatling gun rapidly fires in a cone in front of him, dealing magic and damage and reducing enemy armor and magic resist. That's okay. See, I feel like that would be really good with someone who does magic damage. So he comes in with that E. Somebody goes in with that reduced armor and magic. Somebody comes in and just mow him down. I like the little, it looks so funny. Like, I love his animations. I'm not gonna lie, that's super entertaining. Let's look at his art. Missile barrage. Corki fires a missile toward his target location that explodes on impact, dealing damage to enemies in an area. Corki stores missiles over time, up to a maximum. Every third missile fired will be a big one, dealing extra damage. Oh, that's kind of OP. How many? Let me count. How many can he shoot off? 1, 2, the big one. Oh, and the animation was different. So maybe it's just he can store up to 3. That animation for the third one is nice. 1, 2, and then this one is different. That is nice. I really do love Corki's animation. I think his abilities are very unique. I think that he would be best in like a support role along with like another champion. Paired with another champion. I feel like this would come in a lot of handy with like those big armored champions, and then you guys can like pair with somebody else can really go in on them. And his ultimate ability is actually OP. Now, I feel like I actually would give him a try just because of his animations. I really like his animations. I don't know if I would be able to effectively use him though. I don't know. I feel like a higher level character, a higher level player would get a lot of value out of him. I don't know how well I'd be able to pull him off, but I like Corki. I really do. Alright, you guys, that's Corki, the Daring Bombarder. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because honestly, I just did a quick view of the characters, and from what I counted, it's 161 characters. This is a lot. I think I've only done like 20 something characters so far. So I'm honestly gonna have a lot of parts to this. Hopefully no more than 3. Here's hoping. But that means that if I stop at 20 now or 20 something, I'm gonna end up having to divide like, I don't know, what, like 70 characters. That I don't know. It might have to be 4 parts. I don't know, guys. But that was the characters that we have so far. I'm really liking them and I'm really enjoying them. I think the one that I've enjoyed the most so far was Aatrox was good. What was the Phoenix bird? The Cryo Phoenix. I really like the Cryo Phoenix. And Ashe. I really like Ashe and Caitlyn, bro. It's a lot of good ones. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of good ones in here, and I can't wait to see the rest of them. Guys, let me know below who your favorite League of Legends. Oh my God, what is up with me? It's the sickness, guys. It's the sickness. Let me know who's your favorite League of Legends. Oh my God, I'm just gonna stop. Who's your favorite champion so far out of who we've shown, or who you like so far, or the best out of the characters we've shown so far? Yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and like it up. We like to see it over here at the channel, and it really helps us out, guys. Man, it only takes like 0.326789231 seconds. Okay, that's nothing. That's light for you guys. Guys, go ahead and subscribe and be a part of the family. Be a part of the Ashman crew. You already know what to do. Why am I even telling you? If you don't have your notification bell hit, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime I make any new videos, and there will be a lot. I don't want you to miss out. You don't want to miss out, so don't miss out, okay? Guys, I cannot wait to hit you with the part 2. Part 2 is definitely going to be coming very soon. I think that the gameplay might be here before part 2. I'm not sure. I have a lot of games that I'm doing right now. I'm really trying to push my gameplays. I have some Overwatch content that is definitely going to be coming. Definitely going to be some live streams and some regular videos on that. We got the Road to True Colors still happening with Life is Strange, so you're definitely going to be hit with that gameplay. You're going to be hit with so much more. Leave a comment below to let me know if you like these videos and what more reactions that you guys want to see, and let me know what other gameplays you'd like to see. What videos are you so excited to see next? I cannot wait to get into them comment sections with the family, because y'all always keep it lit and live over there. That's like my favorite part of our community. It's like the comment section. So guys, I cannot wait to hang out with you again. I hope this video brought you some peace. I hope it brought you some laughter. I hope it made your day. I hope it made you feel good. Like, that's another reason why I love doing videos, and I love doing this type of content and this type of work for me, because like I said, this is like a career path for me. So I love to like uplift and make people like happy and entertained. So guys, I hope I did that for you today. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, have a good one.